Amerikan Kongresi'nin Türkiye'nin F-16 talebine yeşil ışık yakmasıyla birlikte Anadolu Ajansı olarak bu uçakların dünyada üretildiği tek yer olan Greenville'e geldi. Özel izin gerektiren bu askeri üsse giren ilk Türk medya ekibi olarak F-16 Block 70 ve 72 serisinin sahip olduğu yetenekleri yerinde görme fırsatımız olacak. 5. nesil savaş uçaklarının üretildiği bir dünyada F-16 uçakları hala birçok NATO ülkesi tarafından aktif olarak kullanılmaya devam ediliyor. Dahası buradaki tesisler dünyanın dört bir yanından artan siparişlerle karşı karşıya. Türkiye'de 40 tane yeni Block 70-72 serisi uçak sipariş ediyor. Ancak bünyesinde bulunan 79 adet Block 50 sınıfı uçağın aynı seviyeye ulaştırılması için ek kitler talep etti. Türk Silahlı Kuvvetleri bu uçakların Türkiye'de hızlı bir şekilde güncellenerek Türk Hava Kuvvetleri filolarına ekleneceğini söylüyor.
So right now we have about 132 aircraft in backlog with 8 aircraft that have already been delivered. And we believe there's probably another 300 aircraft out there from a demand perspective from other allies around the world. As far as what we build around the globe, we have more than 470 suppliers all around the world that help provide parts and pieces for the F-16 that are ultimately assembled here in South Carolina. We continue to always look for new opportunities with new suppliers. It helps keep the F-16 competitive. As I mentioned before, life cycle cost is very important to us. So we're always exploring new opportunities and other partners as we move forward with F-16 production. Yes, we've had a very long partnership with Turkey in the past. In the early 1980s is when it started with Turkish Aerospace. And we did significant work then on co-assembly that was done in Turkey to support that aircraft program. We, again, had a great partnership. We continue to have dialogue today, and we're working between the two governments on what might be in the future for the Block 70 program for Turkey.
And so whereas we used to have two smaller screens only that we could get our information from, information is very important to a pilot. Now we've got this really large display that multiplies, really by 2 the amount of information that the pilot can get. So our new long-range radar, it's an active electronically scanned array radar, which is not only more reliable than your old mechanically scanned radars, but it can also see things at much further distances. And so the pilot notices that his situational awareness is actually a lot bigger in a Block 70 because he can see things at further distances. He can see things on the ground that are a lot clearer, and all of that is presented in kind of one unified picture to the pilot. Is the automatic ground collision avoidance system. So it's this auto GCAS system that we have that can immediately sense when an airplane is getting too close to the ground and is at risk of running into the ground, and it can fly the pilots up hands off without the pilot having to do anything. So if for some reason in combat a pilot gets incapacitated, whether by heavy G-forces or target fixation or whatever it is, the airplane can actually save that pilot. So we've already had 13 pilots saved by this technology already. And so that is not only a safety feature, bringing those airplanes and those pilots home to their bases and to their families, it's also a combat feature because now those pilots and those airplanes are ready to go back out on the next mission, having been saved from that ground collision.
That we've incorporated into the Block 70, there were 26 areas actually that were improved on a new Block 70 airframe to increase the service life. 50% increase in service life on the new aircraft. So what that really means to us, it means fewer inspection intervals, longer inspection intervals, and sometimes we actually eliminated some inspections with the improvements we made to the airframe.